Well, good evening, everybody. This is WBKB Meteorologist Ryan Crump. I hope you're having a good evening so far. Getting ready for a taste of spring, at least fall spring at that, because temperatures are going to be well above average for this time of year. In fact, we're going to be so above average, then we're going to be breaking some record temperatures for your day on your Tuesday. I wouldn't be surprised if this happens this weekend as well. I'll talk about that a little bit more in my forecast. But we are going to have to deal with a little bit of rain as we go through your day on your Tuesday night until Wednesday. Yes, even some lightning and thunder could be possible with some of these rain systems that's going to come through our area. Behind it is going to be a cold front that's going to bring us some snow in the forecast, even some lake effect snow. But that's only going to be lasting for a couple of days because we're going to be right back into the warmer temperatures just in time for this weekend. Yes, us again, well above average temperatures for this time of year. Now, Alpena saw a high temperature of 42 degrees today, 11 degrees above average for this time of the year. Record high was 59 back in the year 2000. Negative 18 was a record low back in 1963. Sunrise is at 7:16 a.m. Sunset at 6:17 p.m. Days are going to get longer. Keep in mind, daylight savings times is right around the corner. So in the next couple weeks, I believe March the 10th, we're going to be seeing time go forward. We're going to be back into the daylight savings time. But I'm going to give you a broader look here, guys, of the temperatures here that I've been talking about. This is the Midwest that we're talking about. Look at some of these temperatures. Unheard of temperatures for this time of the year. 78 in Omaha. They were at 80 degrees a little bit earlier. Same thing with St. Louis, 77 degrees. 77. Chicago, 68 degrees. They were in the 70s earlier. Same thing with Indianapolis. They were in the mid-70s a little bit earlier today. Even parts of Buffalo was in the 50s today earlier. They have 46 degrees. Notorious for being cold for this time of year. Not seeing any of that. I'm going to even go even further out here, guys. Look at Dallas. Dallas, 89 degrees. They hit 90 today. Yes, 90 today, a little bit earlier. For parts of February, that's unbelievable here. That's warmer than Phoenix and Miami here, guys. We're talking about February the 26th here, guys. This is something that we should not be talking about for this time of year, but that's just what we're seeing here. More like July or August 26th type of temperatures. Now for us, we're going to be forecasting a high of 64 for your day on your Tuesday. Not going to be the 70s and 80s that you saw further south, but we're going to still be approaching record-breaking temperatures as we go through your day on your Tuesday. Record high for this date was 61, and that occurred back in 2018, so 6 years ago that occurred. But after that, we're going to see a drop in temperatures because of a cold front going to come through the area. And yes, it's going to bring us some showers. So even a few rumbles of thunder and flashes of lightning cannot be ruled out. If you're further downstate, you're going to be talking about a little bit of severe weather, slight risk in parts of downstate Michigan for your day on your Tuesday. And then we warm right back up on Friday and Saturday. And yes, Sunday, we're talking about 60s once again. Why? Because of our winds. Our winds are going to play a major role. They're coming out of the south, out of the Gulf of Mexico at 10 to 15 miles an hour, and that's bringing us much warmer air into our region, guys. We shouldn't be talking about 60-degree temperatures. We should be talking about 20 degree or 30-degree temperatures, but we're not getting any of that right now. Now, yes, we will see that in the 7-day forecast, which I'll show you in just a bit, but winds are going to be gusty as well. We talk about wind gusts that could be sustained at 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. And winds, most importantly, are going to be coming out of the south. That's going to be bringing us that warm air from the Gulf of Mexico. We're bringing our temperatures up into the mid to upper 50s and 60s here. This is what drives our warm air, guys. It's the wind directions most of the time, especially during the winter months here. Now, the futurecast tells us that we're going to see a few showers develop in the area early in the morning. So this is around morning rush hour when you take your kids to school, you're going to work yourself. We're talking about some rain showers in the area. And then you're going to see that that's going to move out. But then later on in the day, on your Tuesday, we're going to see more organized rain showers. And yes, this is what's going to bring us the lightning and thunder and severe weather downstate in parts of Big Rapids, even close to Detroit, Chicago, Peoria, Springfield. They're going to be seeing some severe weather out of this. We're going to be just in the general thunderstorm risk when it comes to this system here. But behind it, it's going to be some snow, guys. Snow is going to be behind this system as well, bringing us some snow chances, especially as we go through your day on your Wednesday. And yes, it's going to bring us back to seeing snow because temperatures will drop off as you go through your day on your Wednesday, bringing us much colder air briefly for your Wednesday into your Thursday before we warm back up again. And yes, we're going to definitely warm back up. According to the temperature outlook, we're going to be well above average when it comes to our temperatures. And this is going to go through March the 6th. Pretty much the plains, the upper Midwest, the Great Plains, all the way through the parts of the Northeast, the Ohio Valley, the Carolinas. We're going to see above average temperatures. I mean, it's like I'm repeating myself here, but I'm really not. This is really updated above our temperature outlook here, guys. This is updated. We also going to see our share of rain chances in the forecast here for the next 3 days, Tuesday night into Wednesday especially, because that's where we're going to see the transition to snow on a Wednesday here. It's going to bring us some snow chances in the forecast, even some lake effect snow for your Thursday. Don't be surprised if you see that too. So keep that in mind. And yes, for tomorrow, we're going to be under a general thunderstorm risk for most of the upper peninsula and the northern part of Michigan. That does include our area. And parts of the south, like Reed City, Mount Pleasant, and Fairmont, we're talking about a marginal risk of severe weather. Biggest threats are going to be like gusty winds, maybe some small hail associated with that. We shouldn't have to worry about any of that, but that doesn't mean that we could get on some of that as well, depending on how north that the storm system sets up. So yes, keep that in mind going forward here. And then of course, if you're in Big Rapids and Saginaw, we're talking about a slight risk of severe weather. That's 2 out of 5 going forward here, guys. So be careful if you are going out tomorrow evening, especially. That's the greatest chance to see some of that. Tonight, we're going to see partly cloudy skies. Low temperatures are going to be mild for this time of year. We're talking about upper 30s for this time of year. Our average high is 32. And we're seeing warmer temperatures at night, yet alone during the day. 35 degrees is the high temperature and Roger City, low temperature, 34 in Alpena, 35 in Osceola, 37 in Tawas, 39 in West Branch. Winds will be out of south at 5 to 15 miles an hour, picking up to around 30 miles an hour going into your evening and your overnight hours. So tomorrow, we're going to see our share of showers and thunderstorms. There's going to be many dry hours, guys. There's not going to be all-day rains. There's going to be times we're going to see some breaks in the clouds. We're going to see some sunshine. There's going to be times where we're not going to see that. But look at these temperatures. We normally see this in April, guys. April. We're not in April yet. We're not even into March. We're not even at meteorological spring yet. But we're talking about 60s for highs. 62 degrees in Alpena, 58 in Roger City, 61 in Onaway, 64 in Atlanta, 59 in Osceola, 57 in Tawas, 63 in West Branch. South-southwest winds are 5 to 15 miles an hour. That's how it's going to be on your Tuesday. But Wednesday, we start out in the 40s. This is at midnight that we're talking about here, guys, midnight, when everybody's still asleep in their beds, falling and dreaming. We're talking about 47 degrees at midnight. But then temperatures fall all the way down to the teens as we go to the end of the day. And temperatures are going to struggle to get out of the 20s on your Thursday. But that's only temporary, because guess what? We're going to warm right back up on our Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Look at these temperatures. Mid to upper 50s and 65 degrees on our Sunday. We could be talking about another record-breaking day for your day for terms of temperatures on our Sunday. These are the days where you're going to see many people out in their summer outfits, because this is just something you don't see this often throughout the year. This is going to go into the month of March. 53 for on Monday. It looks like even beyond the 7-day forecast, we're going to see even warmer air into the region. Not as warm, but we're still going to see above average temperatures. Well, this has been WBKB meteorologist Ryan Crump. I hope you all have a good evening.